Check. Oh, fuck. Alright, what's going on, everybody? C4 here today, bringing you a new live stream. Nothing too crazy. We're doing Nebraska. We're working our way down the list, which is, the top 25 greatest college football teams of all time. And we're doing Nebraska, which is number 7. For those of you that don't give a living shit about Nebraska, hopefully you'll stay for the commentary. We usually, these things always for some reason turn into a friggin' Q&A. But next episode, which may very well be at some point this weekend, potentially Sunday, we could be doing number 6, which is USC. So that's a little bit of a bigger step up, I think. But Nebraska, no slouch at all. Let's take a look at the roster for Nebraska. As I crack open a beer here real quick. We're not getting to, Chip Kelly rebuild territory. But, I'm a little thirsty. It's a hot day out here. Ah, yeah. All right. So, on the depth chart, what we have, Tommie Frazier is the quarterback. I was really debating going between Tommie Frazier and Eric Crouch, but, Tommie Frazier was a runner-up for a Heisman Trophy. And, 1995 Heisman runner-up. His stats weren't really mind-boggling, but he was maybe one of the greatest performers in bowl games. So, Tommie Frazier, yourself, you get yourself a 95 overall. Should be very fun. Dual threat quarterback. One of the first true dual threat quarterbacks in college football. Moving on to the running back spot. We're going with Ahman Green, who was featured in our Green Bay Packers Legends. He's a 91 overall. Very solid power back. Then we get Amir Abdullah, who's struggling to stay healthy right now in the NFL, but was very productive at Nebraska. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a couple of the records down there at Nebraska. I wasn't super familiar with Nebraska record books, but I know Ahman Green will be our lead back. Fullback just stayed as is. We're using the Patriots as a base team because their roster or their jerseys kind of look similar to the Nebraska Cornhuskers. So the wide receiver spot, we got Johnny Rodgers, who we gave a 97 overall. Never heard of this guy in my life, but he won the Heisman Trophy in 1972. He was a dual threat wide receiver running back hybrid. You never see wide receivers win the Heisman, so I figured give him a nice 97 overall. We have Urban Fryer, who was actually so happens to be a big-time Patriot legend, one of the top Patriot wide receivers of all time, so we gave him a 95. And then we have Quincy Enunwa, who we gave an 87. He is a very talented, emerging wide receiver on the New York Jets. Maybe his play, his style of play, kind of let Brandon Marshall be expendable this past offseason. So we gave him an 87. Tight end is Niles Paul, who we gave a 90. He's currently a backup tight end to Jordan Reed on the Washington Redskins. Maybe that's a little bit of a juiced rating there, but it's not bad. Offensive line is where Nebraska really starts to take off here a little bit. We got Bob Brown, who's a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, the College Football Hall of Fame, was a Philadelphia Eagle, 6-time Pro Bowler, so we gave him a 97. Left guard, we got Richie Incognito, Mr. I like to bully players in the locker room, but he's really, really good in the NFL, one of the top guards still, even though he's getting up there in age, so we gave him a 97. Center is Mick Tingelhoff, who is a center that just recently made the Pro Football Hall of Fame, I think 2 years ago, for the Minnesota Vikings, so he's a 95. Right guard, we have Will Shields, who got a perfect 99, one of the best guards I've ever seen play football, as well as one of the best guards in the history of Madden. So he got an easy 99 from me. And at right tackle, we have Matt Slauson, who's bounced around from a couple teams at the center spot. We slid him out to right tackle, 6'5", 315. That's about the same, ideal size for our right tackle here in Madden. You're not going to get a bunch of all-stars on the offensive line. When you can, it's nice, but you're not always going to. Defensive end 1, we have Randy Gregory, who was really, really good at Nebraska. Obviously had the off-field issues in the baggage, got drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. I'm pretty sure he's the dumbest player in the NFL today, but I can't neglect what he did at Nebraska. He was one of the best edge rushers in the nation, so we gave him an 89. At right defensive end, we have Jared Crick, who again, very solid for Nebraska. Was really, I can't remember what round he got drafted in, but he's solid right now. I think he started on the Houston Texans. Now he's on the Denver Broncos, so we gave him a 91. Defensive tackle, we have NDAMUKONG SUH, who I think I could probably say, in my opinion, is the most dominant defensive player I've ever seen since I've been watching college football. Just absolutely terrifying Nebraska. It literally looked like it was a man against children when he was going up against offensive linemen. So he's an easy 99. And then at 9, we have Rich Glover. Here's our backup. I guess we're going to be switching their scheme to run a 4-3. It was a 96 overall. Rich Glover was a third-round selection in 1993, but he's a member of the College Football Hall of Fame, was very productive at Nebraska, so we gave him a 96. Has all kinds of records there. Left outside linebacker, we have Barrett Ruud, who's bounced around in the NFL. During his tenure was a tackle machine. Though this guy was here, for multiple seasons, was top 5 in total tackles, most notably with the Tampa Bay Bucks. So he's a 93. Middle linebacker, we have Trev Alberts, who I have no idea really heard about him, but he's a member of the College Football Hall of Fame. So if you're a member of the College Football Hall of Fame, best believe that you're going to get in here on our rosters. Right outside linebacker, we got Levante David, pairing the Tampa Bay Bucks together with Barrett Ruud and Levante David. Levante David, 93. Kind of got undershadowed now in Tampa Bay that Quan Alexander's been making plays, but Levante David is still a very legit outside linebacker, and he's a 93. Our secondary, we have Michael Booker, who's our top corner, 91 overall. He was, I believe, a first-round pick. He went in the 1997 draft at 11 overall to the Atlanta Falcons. Very productive career at Nebraska. Kind of busted in the NFL. Was a multiple-time Big 12 all-team, so he's a 91. We have Prince Amukamara, who's been on the Giants and the Jags, and now I think he just signed with the Chicago Bears at free agency. He's a 91. He was really, really good at Nebraska. And then our nickel corner will be Zach Bowman, who I think most notably played with the Bears earlier on in his career. We gave him an 89. Free safety, we have Mike Brown staying with the Bears, one of the best safeties in the history of the Bears organization. That's saying something because he played there somewhat recently, and they've had one of the best defenses of all time. So you gave him a 93 overall. We saw him in our Chicago Bears legendary rosters. And finish up the game here, we have Mike Minter at strong safety, 87 overall. He was featured in the Carolina Panthers legendary roster. Another fairly productive safety. So overall, this team here is very strong. Clearly the strength is going to be Tommie Frazier in our offensive line, and then the defensive front with NDAMUKONG SUH. So hopefully, we can make a playoff run. So how this works is we simulate till the half-season point. We play the divisional rivals to end out the season, and hopefully we can make a playoff run for our gameplay. So let's jump right into that, and I can close all these tabs for some player information. We can look at the chat. Hello. Am I done with the... I missed out on Dave Remington. I actually probably could have put him in because the goddamn fucking... Isn't like the best offensive line trophy named after him? There's only so many people that you've goddamn put. Probably should have put him, though. But yeah, what's going on? Holy shit. 39 views. Guess people are really watching the NBA playoffs. Usually can get up around 100. So, okay, we're going to have to get rid of this guy here. Hey, goodbye. Straight Cash, you can certainly be a mod tonight. There you go. I don't have... there you go. You hear a lot. I trust you for tonight. Watching this and writing a paper at the same time. Thanks, bro. All right, so we're at the half-season point. Let's simulate one more week. All I see is there, sharpshooter, Tommie Frazier, loaded up, had 6 touchdown passes over the Bills. So I think... we're probably on our way to a playoff performance here. Man, what the fuck? I even announced that I was doing a live stream. And we got 38 people. What the fuck? Is there something going on that I'm not aware of? I just suck. I just fucking suck. No one gives a shit about Nebraska. Everyone's just waiting for the USC and stuff. But yeah, we're 4-4 here, so that's kind of alarming. Still in the playoff fight. Luckily, 5-4 is the division lead. Hey, let's just simulate here till we get our big-time opponent. Pats suck. Eagles are better. Just saying. That I can agree with that. Patriots suck. All their Super Bowls means they're just pieces of shit. Could have done air crouch. I could have done air crouch, but... Tommie Frazier. Is Tommie Frazier debatably the best? I did a little bit of research. Obviously not enough if I forgot Dave Remington on the offensive line. But overall, I think there's usually 1 or 2 omissions from my roster. I think having Tommie Frazier, though, I mean, his stats weren't there, but in terms of playmaking ability, gotta be that. Gotta be him. All right, so yeah, we got our first game here. 6-4, 6-4 against the Jets. Yeah, I was very surprised when these rankings came out. I obviously knew Nebraska was, one of the better teams back in the day. But I also was surprised to see they're number 7. That was... There we go. We got our Nebraska. Look at these uniforms. Don't look like Nebraska at all. Just went for the fucking all whites and the red numbers. Oh my god, they need to add create a team. I hope to god next year in Madden 18 they have create a team feature. That makes it so I can have so much more stuff I can do and not make it look half-assed. I will say, for all you people that are tuning in today, what's upcoming, tomorrow is a 49ers rebuild revival. And then Saturday, Sunday, the connected franchise modes of the Eagles and Huskies are back. And then on Sunday, we're starting a new kind of series that I think you guys will enjoy. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Ah, there's my bro-head facer. Let's go. Your draft grade videos were accurate as hell. Thanks, man. You're kind of like bumping up my ego a little bit, but thanks. I just find that like kind of goes hand in hand with the, you know, the updated rosters that you'll find. Everyone just overrates everyone. It's like, oh, look, yet Mitch Trubisky was an 85 overall rating. And you have people that are trying to just pat each other on the back. I like to say that some drafts suck. Not every draft is good. Oh, let's go, Johnny Rogers. Are you thinking about posting any MLB vids soon? I hate baseball. Baseball is my least favorite sport. You're never going to see baseball on my channel. Ever. Sorry if you like... I'm not going to shit on you if you like baseball. But as a Canadian, don't give a flying hell. Oh, let's go Anunwa. Look at the Burners. Burn his actual team. Quincy Anunwa takes that one to the house from Tommie Frazier. Let's get it. What team will Saquon Barkley get drafted by? I hope to God the Philadelphia Eagles. Be a dream pick. I'm a little bit worried what the Eagles are going to do at running back this season, though, to be completely honest with you. Go Tommy. The scramble. Hit Niles Paul. That also probably could someone... Jesus Christ, had half a beer. That could have been someone that I could have looked for a better option. I just couldn't see a lot of good tight ends in Nebraska, so I knew Niles Paul was in the game. Wouldn't have to do too much modifications. I think he would have been a wide receiver, probably, at Nebraska. He's a really, really undersized tight end. Oh, let's go, Tommie Frazier. Walks that in. Bengals fucked us over by taking over Mixon. Yeah, man. That was kind of annoying. Will I trade up for Saquon? I would never mortgage like another first round pick kind of deal. I wouldn't be like, oh, we have to trade, you know, what our first rounder this year and our first rounder next year. I don't think a running back ever would really carry that kind of value anymore. But I'd trade like a first and a third to trade up. Go the backfield to Amon Green. Yo, C4, most heartbreaking loss since you've been an Eagles fan. Super Bowl? Yeah. That one and the time we lost to the Bucks in the divisional round. The Saints was a bad, but anytime we lose in the playoffs, they all sting pretty much equally. Even though the playoffs loss to the Patriots in the Super Bowl clearly is like the most devastating. I rate them all the same because it ends your chance to go win a Super Bowl. Who's the best QB next year and who will take them? As it stands right now, I can't say. Someone asked me in the last stream that we did, who's my favorite quarterback for this coming year. It's Rosen, maybe? Rosen, Darnold. Fucking the dude from Wyoming. Josh Allen. Oh my god, no, it's Paul with the truck stick. I cannot say there's a clear-cut number one quarterback. They have to play it out. It's going to be a very interesting year of football to watch from that standpoint. Like, what QB wants to establish himself as the actual number one quarterback in college. How do I feel about Marshawn Lynch? I love him, man. Marshawn Lynch is one of my favorite players of all time. So anytime he gets back on the field, I think he's severely going to not live up to some of the crazy expectations the media is putting on him. But I think he's going to be good for them. Definitely difference to what they have in their backfield right now. Oh my god, Anuma's on fire. Oh my god, he's like an 86 overall. He's beasted. Austin Alpe's the greatest QB. Yeah, I love that he went to Dallas too. Hopefully he gets to shine there and gets a lot of playing minutes. Mason Rudolph, that's another shout. Yeah, Oklahoma State. Luke Falk, maybe. I think this interesting thing with Luke Falk. Oh, come on, almost got in. He's kind of like Air Raid the offense. You saw Patrick Mahomes go really, really high when the Chiefs trade up. So maybe teams are starting to look at quarterbacks from Air Raids. Before, they're kind of avoided like the plague. Guys like Graham Harrell. Can't remember that dude from Hawaii back in the day. Like when Tebow was there, there's a guy in Hawaii. Oh, what the fuck? I meant to... All right, well, we'll take that. I meant to dive, but we'll take that. I get that you wouldn't like baseball, but maybe a random hockey video. If I could, like, we're body bagging the Jets here, by the way. If I can figure out how to capture videos from my PlayStation 2, I still have plenty of hockey games for my PS2. NHL hits, I'd play that. But no, the only random sports games you'd see would be soccer. FIFA. I love FIFA. But no one likes FIFA. Colt Brennan. Yeah, that was it. Colt Brennan. You know Josh Dobbs is a rocket scientist? I know he's super smart. He also looks like E.T. Any sleepers QBs I think will be nice next year? Will Greer. Will Greer from West Virginia, formerly of Florida. I think he'll be... sounds like he'd perform really, really well in the spring game. So he'd be a guy, especially because in that West Virginia offense, it's going to be really, really easy for him to have really good numbers. But anyway, he was good in Florida, and then he took steroids, and we had to get rid of him. Savannah, Georgia needs an NFL team like the Savannah Bull Sharks. I don't know if they'd put two teams in Georgia. I think especially with Falcons getting a brand new stadium. I think that's I don't know. See if we can send one down in deep to Johnny Rogers here. Or take off scrambling. Oh my god. I forgot we're going up against Jets legends. That was like Mark Gastineau, one of the best edge rushers in the history of the Jets organization. Probably the best edge rusher, shutting us down. Would you sign Blunt for a one-year deal? I 100% would sign Blunt. That's probably the number one running back I want right now. I think I saw a rumor that he might be signing with the Lions. But looking at what Philly needs, you can probably get in Blunt on a cheaper deal than what we have Ryan Matthews. So once Ryan Matthews comes back healthy, you cut him. Then you save some cap by switching to Blunt. He's just a power back. All you got to do, Garrett, is punch it in from the 5. Thoughts on Mr. Irrelevant, Chad Kelly? I would have, if I needed a backup quarterback, I would certainly throw a 7th round flyer on him. He was real good. He played he has the same kind of intangibles, I think, from a football standpoint, as Deshaun Watson. Even though they wouldn't necessarily win all the big games, Chad Kelly always seemed to have really good games when they play Alabama, when they play any of the big SEC teams. So he has that winner's mentality. He has an NFL caliber arm. It's obviously just off the field, and consistency would be the issue with him. But I did see that he was sleeping. It was fucking hilarious. Do you think the Packers had an absolute steal taking Malachi Dupree in the 7th round? Yeah, man. Good value. I think Dupree, little bit overrated by some people, but in the 7th round, why not? I mean, kind of hindered by bad, I don't even know if bad's the way to say it, disgusting quarterback play at LSU. All right, let's keep bodying him here with Tommie Frazier. Oh, we'll just end the game. There we go. Come on, we gotta make a playoff push. But Blunt is a Chip Kelly player. His last name's Blunt. That would be true. If he actually, I'm pretty sure he was actually a Chip Kelly player at Oregon. But yeah, if we're doing a Chip Kelly rebuild, yeah. Actually, I could probably ask you guys. I'm doing next Friday. Will be another episode of Chip Kelly rebuilds. I'm thinking about doing the Giants, but I don't know. I'll probably get you guys to just shoot me responses on tomorrow's video of what team I should realistic rebuild with Chip Kelly next. You think Corey Clement is making the team? He's got to have an opportunity in the preseason. I don't know if that's like a gimme, But personally, I'm not a big fan of Corey Clement's body of work at Wisconsin. I thought he was kind of underwhelming, to be honest. But he has an opportunity for sure. How do you feel about the Eagles' schedule, and what do you think the record's going to be? I want to say it's 9-7. I think the Eagles are going 9-7 next year, which is, I don't know, maybe not what everyone wants to hear. We're still a little bit away. I think I just worried about our secondary, to be completely honest with you. All right, back to the Jets, back-to-back games. Let's do it. Go to 10 wins with Griffin Murphy, not Bill Belichick. It's the head coach. Arizona signed a player called Ironhead Gallant. I saw that. Yeah, I heard of him. He's from like a small school. It's almost as good as Weston Steelhammer. Do a rebuild with Aaron Rodgers and cut him. That is true. That is a great starting point for the Packers. I will keep that in mind. It's Cardinals linebacking core top 5. I don't know about top 5. It's up. I mean, if Darryl Washington comes back, and he was really good before, he got, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with him, drugs. But you got Chandler Jones and Marcus Golden is the other outside linebacker. I think he's underrated. Chandler Jones is one of the best edge rushers. And then the interior, you got Hassan Riddick and Dale Buchanan. I'd say top 10. I don't think top 5. Top 10 with upside. That's all. That's being generous because I like Hassan Riddick. My God. All right. Didn't get his first offensive snap till 30 seconds left. And it's 3rd and 2. We'll just start with a nice, easy slant pass across the middle. Was Katie Cannon a steal in undrafted free agent? Yes, he was. I thought he was. Honestly, I thought Orlovsky, the center that Philly got. I thought Orlovsky, Jared Evans, who Philly got. Seth Russell, Katie Cannon were the big UDFAs. I like the linebacker that the Patriots got too from BYU. Longy, I think was his name. Do you rethink that we should have picked Foster now he might miss a season? That was one of those picks during draft night. We didn't know when the Eagles are picking, when I made my video, what was really going on with Foster. We just thought maybe it was off the field. But clearly, Eagles knew about the injury. So looking back, because I can look at hindsight, 2020. Well, that's a spoiler. At some point, you guys are going to be seeing... I'm going to redraft for the Eagles based off of who was available, who went where. I'm going to pick for the Eagles again. And I'm actually kind of thinking, would I not go Derek Burnett? How hypocritical would that be of me not to go Derek Burnett, or to go Derek Burnett after I pretty much shit all over that pick? But looking how everything played out, I still think trading back for Philly would have been best. But the more it sits with me, the more that I'm all right with the Derek Burnett pick. Chances of teams signing Revis? Very little, because they have to pay him a lot of money. I remember I read somewhere his contracts, some team has to pick up $6 million or something. He ain't worth that. He was the worst starting corner in the NFL last year. He was worse than Nolan Carroll. How do you feel about Aaron Hernandez? I loved him at Florida, but clearly he's a piece of shit, and he's Randy Gregory levels of stupid to get paid big money and then just straight up still keep gang ties. He's Chip Kelly's worst nightmare. Oh, let's go, Johnny Rodgers. How's that not a touchdown? He rolled into the fucking end zone. What state do you think should get a football team? I personally always thought Oklahoma would be a good one. Those Sooners are huge. Isn't it kind of... I don't know a lot about American geography, to be honest with you. But doesn't it seem like Oklahoma's big enough, has a big enough population to have a sports team? It's more so they just have the Sooners. They don't need an NFL team. But they seem like they'd have diehard fans. Oregon, from the standpoint of it seems like it's nice enough to have one, but from everything I've heard, it seems like people in Oregon are fickle and they're finicky. Those would be my big two, I'd say. Now that Vegas got a team, that they're off the board. Yeah, Oklahoma. Lions must be in love with the Gators. I got 3. I love that shit. My girlfriend's a Lions fan. I just told her, you got the steals of the draft. Biggest first-round steal? Might have to say the Saints getting Marshawn Lattimore at 11. They debatably got the top... Well, not even debatably. Now that Sidney Jones got hurt, they got the top corner in what was a very weak first round after all was said and done, and they got him at 11. So I think that's probably my favorite steal. Mexico needs a team. I don't know if that will ever happen now with Donald Trump in charge. I think like that might be too risque. You still have like the one game in Mexico, but I don't think it will get much further past that. Boom! On a dime. John and Rogers. Did the Browns draft well? I just did my latest draft grades video, I think, talking about the Browns. They did very well on paper. I thought they did really good last year, and half the guys didn't even make the fucking team. Like Scooby Wright and stuff. We don't have the market in Oregon to support an NFL team. Yeah, well, yeah. What about the Ducks, though? Ducks are popular. Isn't Nike there? Isn't Nike founded in Oregon or something? Or he's an alumni? Get him to fund it. Canada does not need a team because our government's too fickle to do anything like that. That's too big of a move. I'm like, oh, what about the CFL that gets like 7,000 viewers a game? You have to respect the integrity of the game. Oh my god. Rate the Dolphins. I thought all the teams in the AFC, well, obviously the Patriots didn't really have any picks, but all the teams in the AFC East did a pretty good job. I think Charles Harris, I don't know. I don't necessarily think that, in my opinion, Charles Harris is like a bona fide first-round pick, but I liked the pick. Isaiah Ford in the 7th round was a steal. You got Cordrea Tankersley in the 3rd round, in the comp picks. That was a steal. I think they got a lot of good value. Not necessarily my favorite prospects, but I think they got a lot of good value. In geography class, you're learning about Canada. You're learning about, oh shit. You're learning about the fur trade? Louis Riel? Wouldn't that be cool? I think. Alright, so we're only down 5. I think Florida for sure needs like 6, 7 more teams. Oh my god. Keep running into sacks. You gotta get a team in Africa. Back to the motherland. Will Tedrick Thompson ever get a start over any Seahawks? No, he's just depth. But they are aging. They definitely are getting older. They do this tar sand shit in the UK on Canada. Is that the Sydney Tar Ponds? You guys learn about that? Fucking nonsense. Alright, let's kick this shit in. Boom. Do I like maple syrup? I love maple syrup. Who the fuck doesn't like maple syrup on their pancakes or waffles? We'll say right now, I went back in high school. We don't have any of the good restaurants you guys have. So back in high school, we found out that there was an IHOP. We thought IHOP was like the best thing ever. We found out there's an IHOP in Maine. So once one of my buddies, we were 15 at the time. At 16, that's when you get your driver's license here in Canada. We're going to fucking drive up to Maine just to go to IHOP to have some all-you-can-eat pancakes. So long story short, went to Philadelphia. Never did the trip. Went to Philadelphia 2 years ago. Went to IHOP for the first time. Disappointed. Would have been the worst trip of my life. It looks like we're body bagging here a little bit. Have you ever watched highlights of Quentin Flowers? Yes. I don't think he's going to, he's definitely going to have to be a positional change guy if he wants to play in the NFL, like a running back or something. But very exciting college football player. The ocean needs a team. Give the ocean a team. Stop throwing plastics in the water. All right, got another win over the Jets. Back-to-back wins over the Jets. That should solidify us a playoff spot. 3 touchdowns on the day for Tommie Frazier. How many Eagles games have I gone to? 2. I went to the Eagles and Cowboys at Lincoln Financial Field where the Eagles lost. I bought my tickets when Michael Vick was still playing. Michael Vick got hurt. Then I went to the game. Nick Foles was there. It was Beast Foles' year. He got concussed like right before halftime. So it was the Matt Barkley show. And he threw 3 fucking picks. 4 picks, actually. 4 picks, and 3 of them were in the red zone. Not a touchdown score that game. Like, the worst game. It was the year that Chip Kelly, like, broke all the offensive records. The only game all year that they didn't score a fucking offensive touchdown. And we lost to the Cowboys. And then 2 years ago, I went to Philly versus Miami in Philly. Because my buddy's a diehard Fins fan, so we figured we'd just make a trip out of it. And much better game, much more exciting game. But, of course, during that game, Sam Bradford got hurt. So then we had to rely on, who the fuck was our backup quarterback? Who's the, why can't I remember it? Whoever the backup to Sam Bradford was 2 years ago. Why can't I remember the name off me? The hell? That's driving me nuts. 2015 Eagles roster. It wasn't Barkley. Oh, it was Sanchez. Mark Sanchez came in. That was fucking terrible. I have a terrible experience going to Philly. But don't know if a trip's happening this year because of the kid, but I 100% will be going to a game in 2018. And hopefully by that point, Beast Mode TV, C4 has grown a little bit. Maybe, grows a little bit within the Philadelphia community, and I can meet up with some of you guys while I'm there. You guys can buy me shit because Canadian dollar is terrible, and you guys are all probably richer than I am. Excuse me. NFL just gave an Eagles draft grade of A. Yeah, kind of thought that draft grade was generous. I gave the Eagles I think I gave them a B or B+. A is a little too generous for me, but they definitely had a good draft. But it really hinges on Sidney Jones. If Sidney Jones can come back this year at 100%, it's going to be an A all day long. Who do you think will be on the cover of Madden 18? I think it will be Zeke. I think someone reported there was a leak, but it was going to be Zeke all day. It was going to be Zeke or Dak. Going to the Vikings London game this year. Have fun, man. I actually had 2 of my buddies. One of my buddies was going to school in England, and another of my friend went to the 49ers Jags, I think they did, and they said it was really good at Wembley. I love England. I actually played soccer in England for about a month. Came up here from Canada. They gave the old Canadian kid a shot. I liked England, even though the weather was terrible. It was pretty cool. Had some Lucasade, that stuff, that fucking, like, carbonated Gatorade. It was pretty good. Oh, let's go, Johnny Rogers. Hit it with a Johnny Rogers. Boop. Do I like lacrosse? I hate, never played it. It was a fad, like, I remember in grade 6, my final year of elementary school, it was a fad. Everyone started getting lacrosse. I don't know, I wasn't a big fan. Do anything else when not on YouTube? I have a family. I guess that's what I do. I play Overwatch. Get money. Get turned. New sub, really enjoy my channel. Thank you very much. We'll say that this is not the best first impression. Usually we have like close to 100, 110 people watching it. We only got 30, so it's a little bit of a slow night here. People not really taking well to Nebraska, I guess. Nebraska Cornhuskers. But thank you for tuning in. Literally got 2 bottles of Lucasade next to me, yeah. All I remember is Lucasade and Jelly Bellies. Those are like the 2 things we had. And you had those little fucking cheese wheels. Baby Bells. Oh, let's go, Johnny Rogers. Oh, I probably could have turned the edge. Come on. David Johnson should be on the cover, I think. Who will be better, Titans or Bucks? I'm going to say the Titans are a little bit more complete, but that's a tough call. Did I see the new COD trailer? I did. Hopefully it's good. I would like to play Call of Duty again. Even though, because this year there's no Call of Duty for me to play, I had a lot more time to play Madden. That's really what helped, I think, grow my channel a little bit. It's been a minute since I streamed. You just missed. I streamed like 2 days ago. I'm getting ready to do a quantity over, well, not, never would do quantity over quality, but I'm trying to finish this series as soon as possible so I can move on to the next. Oh my God! Where's that throw on the run at? Really want to finish this one up sooner than later. So, I'm going to try for, Jesus Christ. I got to fucking go to a goddamn family dinner I don't want to go to on Sunday. But I'm going to hope that I can get the USC Legends done this weekend at some point. How long till the 49ers make the playoffs again? 3 years, minimum. Who's my favorite NBA team? I like the Raptors because they're Canadian. But if I'm not picking just because of Canada, I like the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan, Dunk City. All right, let's kick this field goal. 49 yards. Ooh, that's going to be tight. Tight like a tiger. That's it. You binge watched season 1 of the Eagles franchise. Hopefully, I'm glad. Hope you liked it. That's my bread and butter. I've done the Eagles franchise here on YouTube for like 4 years now. I still don't think I've gotten the hang of it, but I'm getting there. But I would say, in my biased opinion, it's one of the better connected franchise modes you're going to find. Who else uses real rookies, you know? Thank you, Barricade48. I have a baby shower on Sunday. Fuck that. Oh, fucking. I got those coming up. Got 2 friends that just recently found out the news. It's not really baby shower, because usually it's not only women that go there, but I have diaper parties that they call for dudes. Oh. Boom now, Paul. Let's go. I know it'll be hard for you. Can you do a Florida State one too? Florida State's already done, man. A lot of the teams that people request, I've already done. So just search on my channel. You'll find that live stream. May not be worth it to watch the whole live stream again, but at least you can look at like the rosters and stuff and see who I used. Best field goal kicker on YouTube. Better believe it. Oh, come on. Lead him. Oh, fuck. Good luck, Trent. You better, I don't know what position you play, but you better get 9 touchdowns, bro. You should jump on the 76ers bandwagon. We're the future of the NBA. Trust the process. I don't watch basketball. The only basketball I watch, oh, Jesus Christ. I watch March Madness, and I usually try to watch, like, I try to watch the playoffs, but, you know, I don't know. The lack of defense in basketball really just, and the dives. People complain about diving in soccer. I think it's as big of an issue in fucking basketball. Who else doesn't trade for Khalil Mack at AP? No one, man. That's me. Thoughts on Ravens draft? Once again, another stellar draft. I think Marlon Humphrey was a little bit of a reach. But Tim Williams, I had Tim Williams mocked to them. Because I'm a genius. I like Tim Williams. They got Jermaine Illuminor. That's a good pick. They get a wide receiver? I can't remember if they got a wide receiver or not. Off the top of my head. Mariota or Wentz? Wentz, baby. Wentz wagon. Sam Darnold, Trubisky. Ooh. That's a tough one. I'm going to say probably Darnold, actually. From what I've seen from both, Darnold looks a little bit better. To use the same starters in each franchise? Yes. It's the only difference is that the Huskies franchise, the roster is not nearly as good, so I struggle immensely. Jump him! Oh. Shoot, Juju Smith-Schuster, Martavis. Phew. Martavis. Proven commodity. Martavis is a freak of nature. It's like 6'4" and runs like a 4.4 speed. Oh, let's just throw that away. All right, we need to do better here. We're only winning by 3. Definitely want to get a full 7 on the board. Kay Adams, Aaron Andrews. Kay Adams every day of the week. I love Kay Adams. When I wake up with the baby, I just watch Good Morning Football. Gets me very happy. I don't know what makes me more happy, watching Kay Adams. Even though today they're doing that stupid fucking Star Wars, may the 4th be with you, and she looked like the Layla chick. Princess Layla, is that who it is? The goddamn cinnamon buns on each one here. Wasn't feeling that. She's fire. Derek Barnett thoughts. I'm liking it more. I'm liking it more and more as the days go by. The more I hear about Reuben Foster and like his uncertainty, the more I'm getting, all right with it. I still probably would have rather they trade down though. As we get a big time victory, as we for sure go into the playoffs here, gonna have a nice little playoff run, so the streak continues. Perfect height, weight, speed for Chip Kelly. Yeah, Martavis Bryant, 100%. Do you think the policing of player celebrations is shit and going to negative? Yep. Yeah. They need to bring back excitement, man. As a kid, some of you younger guys probably weren't watching football back in the days where T.O. used to fucking take the Sharpie out, autograph the football. You had Chad Johnson doing just ridiculous shit. T.O. mooning. Or that was Randy Moss mooning. You had T.O. stomping the star. That made football fun and exciting. I don't know why you want to get rid of it. Certainly some of the things were dumb. Like one reminds me when Chad Johnson wore the Hall of Fame, put the cheesy looking Hall of Fame jacket on. Some things like that still deserve to get fined, but I think oh, Tommie Frazier won the MVP. Let's go. You don't like Star Wars? I hate Star Wars. I'm not gonna shit on you nerds. Kidding. I watch that stuff, but no, not for me. So we know Tommie Frazier got us an MVP award. Let's see what he did. 4,900 passing yards, 51 touchdowns, 13 picks for the Nebraska Cornhusker. Insane numbers. Running the ball, we got 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns from Amon Green, 350 and 6 from Amir Abdullah. In terms of receiving, 105 receptions from Johnny Rogers, 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns, 850 and 11 from Irving Farr, 760 and 5 from Niles Paul, 863 and 7 from Anunwa, almost 706 from Amon Green. Good God. Now the defense side of the ball, Trev Alberts led the team with 125 tackles, 100 from Mike Minter. We got 12 sacks from Jared Crick, Modal. 7 from NDAMUKONG SUH, 6.5 from Randy Gregory. And we got 5 picks from Mukamara, 2 from Levante David, and 2 from Mike Brown. Very well-rounded stats as we look to make a serious push here in the playoffs. Everything feels pretty good. So we're taking up at Gillette Stadium against the Denver Broncos. EDP wanted the Eagles to trade up for Reuben Foster. To say that I want them to trade up, he's a fucking idiot, so what do you expect him to say something stupid like that? But at 14, like I said, maybe elaborate it more. I would have rathered them, even though I'm happy with Sidney Jones, especially if they did the due diligence and we're confident that he can come back 100%. I really did like the Rasul Douglas. I had him in my final Eagles mock. But I maybe would have wanted to try to trade down. And then maybe, really, it's overkill. The prospects, like O.J. Howard would have been nice to run some 2 tight end sets if we wanted to play like, the Patriots when they had Aaron Hernandez and Gronk. But then again, that same kind of overkill because we have Zach Ertz there as if we got Derek Barnett right now on the defensive end. It's a tricky position. Like I said, the more and more I see about Reuben Foster, he's pretty much the only guy I would have wanted. The more and more it seems like Derek Barnett, who's like never missed a game in college, seems like a safe pick. Khalil Mack got 32 sacks from my Frenchman. He is pretty goddamn terrifying. Lamar Jackson to the Saints to sit. Depends what goes on with Drew Brees. If Drew Brees comes back for another year, certainly. What a great mentor to have. But if Drew Brees, I think isn't he on his last year's deal in New Orleans? If this is his last season, I don't think you have that luxury if you're in New Orleans. You have to go for one of the other guys that could probably come in and contribute right away. Sub to my channel, Awesome 360 No Scopes. I really hope that that's not true because I'm going to fucking rip you a new one. Oh my fuck. No one go to that channel. Everyone go to that channel and dislike his fucking videos. Quick scopers are what's wrong with fucking first-person shooters. You're a nerd. Oh, we're just gonna eat the sack there. Who will have more rushing yards? Fournette, McCaffrey, Cook, or Mixon? Probably Fournette because he's going to get way more carries than anyone else. Are you surprised as me as the Browns didn't fuck up the draft? Yes. I don't like the Jerome Peppers pick, to be honest with you, so I think they didn't hit home runs with all their picks, but they definitely didn't botch it. I really like their drafting down late. They got Caleb Brantley like the 6th round. Like if that guy passes, you know, whatever the hell is off the field stuff, which I read the police report. Again, another instance of a fucking chick laying her hands on a man first, then him just fucking cold cocking her. They got a guy that could have been a 1st rounder in the 6th round, so really, Browns did a good job. Is Sam Darnold going to live up to the USC quarterback legacy in the NFL? The history isn't good for Sam Darnold. Let's just leave it at that. If history repeats itself, oh my God, we're getting pummeled. He's not going to have a good day. How's my day today? I had a great day today. Spent it all with my son. It was fucking awesome. David Johnson is a go. Hey, I saw last night on NFL Network, they debuted that documentary where they followed the Cardinals during the 2015 season. It was so good. They showed in the episode 1, like they really wanted Amir Abdul in the draft, but then the Lions, they thought they were going to get him. They were talking to him and everything, and then the Lions traded up to get him, and they're so pissed and like, all right, we'll just get David Johnson. I was just like, oh my God. If only you could look at that now. Amir Abdul is, speaking of Nebraska, not doing so hot, and David Johnson is debatably the best running back in the NFL. Thoughts on PS4 Madden YouTubers playing MLB The Show? I'm sure they like playing it, but it's clearly just because it's down season for Madden right now. This is always. I've been here for 5 years. You know, luckily I did a little bit well for the draft, my draft content, but outside of that, like, it's dead. Madden's dead right now. So those guys there, if they, you know, if they have their lives dedicated based off of the success of the YouTube channel, they're just gonna play games that's popular. Baseball's starting up. That's what people want to watch. Do you play subs on Madden? I'm not against it. I literally just don't have the time, especially with the kid now. Any free time I have, if I'm not recording a video, I'm live streaming. And I'm live streaming like a video that I gotta get, well, I don't have to get it done, but who the fuck is this guy and why is he so slow? So I'm not against playing subs, but literally, like this year for Madden 17, there has been one day that I would have played someone because I'm either making a video, or I'm live streaming. Chris Godwin looked good, incredible at the combine. I think he's going to be great pick for the Bucs. I don't know if he's going to have as big of an immediate impact as some people think, but I like that pick a lot. So in here to Fryer. Come on. Boom. That sets us up for the C4 special. Very nice. I went back to your older video. You're good and play FIFA again. You seem to be really good at it. My record. Yeah, I love playing FIFA. I definitely would say that's probably one of my stronger games that I'm good at. But I mean, no one wants to watch that shit on my main channel. So maybe on my secondary channel. But if people don't want to watch it, people would rather see me, like, if it takes me 3 hours to make a FIFA video, or I can make 2 Madden videos. Everyone would much rather me make a goddamn Madden video. So that's where it comes down to. But I do enjoy playing FIFA. On a scale from 1 to Tebow Nation, how depressing is Requiem for a Dream? What the fuck? The movie? Fucking 6. I didn't really like that movie, to be honest with you. Madden 18 needs to have downloadable draft classes. Yes. Okay. So, as you guys may or may not know, every year, I make my own custom Madden rosters around this time with all the rookies and my own custom ratings for all the players. And I was kind of looking around just to see what else is out there, like see if mine actually look good, how they stack up. And like the best one I could find was a dude that was charging $5 for a roster download. $5. I was just like, obviously, I'd never do that. But to make you think, $5? People actually would pay $5 to have a solid Madden roster. I'm going to be giving them up for free. I'm going to be a goddamn kink in that guy's business plan. But I have been thinking about everyone's shitting on like the ad revenue and stuff like that here on YouTube. And I feel it a little bit. Not too bad. It's not really all about the money, but the money certainly helps. I was thinking about making a Patreon. I said it on Twitter, where I'd pretty much just make it mutt-bucked. So I figure if you watch me, I'm not gonna discredit you and hate you if you do buy coins. But if you just drop $50 on coins, maybe send me $1 and I'll give you a link for something. I don't know. I was thinking about like if I made custom rosters, $1 and you get the custom roster files or something stupid like that. Then I just went really fucking unrealistic. I said for $10,000, I will fly you out to my city and I'll teach you how to realistic rebuild like a grown adult. But I was thinking about shirt ideas because I think around 50K, around 50,000. If you're creative enough with a shirt, it'd be worth making. Like clearly, C4 Special is a meme, but I was thinking about making like T-shirts that are fake jerseys for Wild Man Willie because everyone knows Wild Man Willie is the meme of streams. Do an Arsenal rebuild, please. I'm thinking about it. Once Madden kind of dies down, I'm thinking about on the secondary channel doing FIFA rebuilds. I suggest the secondary channel is kind of ran by my brother. That's why it's called Beast Mode TV, not C4. Because originally this started out me and my brother doing it. He plays a lot of FIFA. I was like, hey man, why don't you just do FIFA rebuilds on the second channel? Maybe they'll attract more viewers. And he's just depressed because he says that people don't respect anyone that's not British that makes FIFA videos. But yeah, that's something I could do for Arsenal, especially because they need it. What's the name of your second channel? It's called The Beast Coast. I don't know the link, the exact URL. But if you go on my main YouTube channel page, it's in my sub box. Like right on the right, I'll have that channel. Like right now, there's just a lot of Overwatch. Anytime I play competitive matches on Overwatch, it goes up there. I expect that when the new Friday the 13th game comes out, that's a game I'm looking at buying and wanting to put up. What's my favorite video game of all time? In terms of hours played, probably Call of Duty Black Ops 1. NFL 2K5. WWF No Mercy on the N64. Those are all honorable mentions. Have you thought about doing an old NCAA football franchise? I have. And I think that that's something, certainly a video series I will consider doing once we're done with these legendary college roster franchise mode things. And we started Madden Greats, all-time Madden Great rosters. Once those are done, I probably will have more time freed up to do NCAA. Because now the Gators suck, kind of. So certainly, that's something I consider doing. Who do you hate more, Giroux or Aguilar? Aguilar. Giroux's a good super sub. He just should never fucking play. Alright, we need to focus here, fellas. Gotta get this victory so that this live stream doesn't end. Do an NBA. I'd have to honestly download a roster for NBA because I don't watch enough NBA to fucking put all those players. I know a lot of the NBA players, but I wouldn't know good spots. Like clearly you'd put fucking Big Baby as an offensive lineman. Come on. Yeah, why the fuck would we run it on 3rd and 13? Alright, let's go. Oh, there we go. Now it's Paul. Woo! Let's get it. Biggest Eagles draft day fuck up of all time. Danny Watkins and Marcus Smith, probably the two biggest one. Whatever, make a connected franchise with subs. That'd be something that a sub would have to make and get everyone. I'd play in one. If someone organized one that wasn't half-assed, I'd play in one. But I'd never do it myself personally. I don't have enough time to be that kind of, kind of like a secretary. You gotta do a lot of management. Don't have enough time to do that. But I'd be open to doing something like that. Ever been to South Beach? No. Never been to Florida. It is on my bucket list to go to a Florida-Georgia game. But I do not do well in humidity. I hate humid weather, and I think that's everything that Florida is. Oh, that would have been a pick. Let's just run this shit. Get Subway to make a C4 special sandwich. That would be nice. Or like fucking Jimmy John's. Thoughts on Jim McElwain? Not a great recruiter, but a great coach. Really like what he did at Colorado State. I reel up the clock around here a little bit. We're in timeout because the goddamn kick bar's gone. So, yeah. Rolling. Rolling. All right, burner. Timmy Turner. Boom. Don't give me some goddamn field goal block bullshit. Right down the middle. If a country outside America got an NFL team, which city country most likely put it in? Toronto. Canada makes the most sense. Alright, so of course this game will go to overtime because Madden cheese and whatnot. Thoughts on Alexis, Texas? Butterface. Who will win the Champions League final? Juve or Real? I'm pulling for Juventus. Oh! But it does seem like Real might have the refs in their favor, so who knows? Can't wait for that, though. What do you call a Jewish Donald Trump? Go for it. We go Urban Fryer. Orange. That was good. Maybe we can hit with the slip screen here. Come on, Amon. Come on, Amon Green. Oh, come on. Gain of 2. At least the stream's coming up pretty good. My internet has been ass the last couple of days, but there's no lag on my end. Why don't soccer players like Messi and Neymar pay taxes? Because they have shady ass fucking managers. Oh, that's game. And we're continuing here. Denver made us a little shaky, but Niles Paul is a monster. Even though he's a backup and will probably never ever play again over Jordan Reed. Big time victory. Big performance from Tommie Frazier. 438-4. Hit a duel with John Elway. Thoughts on Lisa Ann? Too old. Too old, too plastic. Wouldn't pass. Definitely would still smash, but definitely if you got the pool, if she's definitely one of the more famous names, you could probably get someone a little bit more, my style. What's the difference between a school shooting and an ISIS bombing? Go for it. Make me laugh. This is getting edgy. Better start calling some people some faggots or something. That's how edgy this shit's getting. Thoughts on Carly? Here's something. Here's a hot take. How come in all the, I don't know, still loading the mag? Don't you guys notice it's adult films this year getting hairy? It's looking like 1970s again. Seems like you get 3 good videos a day. One of those is at least gonna have gigantic 1970s bush down there. I hate that shit. What is that all about? That's a fad that can go away. Janice Griffith. I remember she got thrown off a roof by Dan Bilzerian. I know that happened. She fucking landed on the concrete. It was hilarious. It was on. I think it was on Vine back when Vine was a thing. Not bad though. Not bad. Little hipstery for me, but what does an Eagle fan do when they win an NFL Super Bowl? I don't know. Fucking murder someone. Who's Arsenal's top target for the summer? Hopefully we get Simeone from Atletico, and then we can get Griezmann. That'd be nice. Or any other defenders would be fucking awesome. If not, I like Lukaku from Everton. Proven EPL scorer, big body, my style of striker. All right, here we go. We're taking on the 12-4 Browns, which is pretty goddamn terrifying. I think the Browns we've used in a video previously, so they are a legendary roster. I think right now we're watching Texas A&M Legends go against the... yeah, it is. It's Texas A&M Legends going up against Nebraska Legends in this snow game. Doing all basketball guys team. Again, if there's like a downloadable roster for all basketball, I will do it. Greaves wouldn't dream of a season outside the Champions League. Okay, we can fucking dream, alright? We can fucking dream. But we are not winning the Champions League. Hey, we might make the Euro League, though. We could win that, probably. Be like Man U this season. Does Arsenal have a chance against Chelsea? Not at all. Chelsea is 100% just fucking kicking their feet up now in auto drive. I would say. Oh, they're bringing the heat. Woo! Bringing the heat. Favorite college football rivalry? Clearly, Florida, Georgia. I like Michigan. Michigan, Ohio State's not bad either. There we go. Get that first down with a juicy stiff arm. All hockey players. Like those ideas might work, but it really just seems like, you know, you kind of get low on ideas when you start busting out those kind of things. Oh, let's go. Let's go, Amon Green. Favorite Arsenal and Florida legends? For Florida, it's Tebow all day. I'll do offense and defense. On the offensive side of the ball, it's Tim Tebow. Defensive side of the ball, shout out to Janoris Jenkins when he was still there before we kicked him off. And Arsenal, Henry. Henry and Bergkamp, Vieira. I like all of them. Henry, Bergkamp, Vieira, probably my big three. It's not just one. Number one has to be Henry, though. Even though... What does spinach and anal have in common? Go for it. Make me laugh. Show me what you got. Would you ever be a Browns fan, and how far back are they on your favorite team list? I would never be a Cleveland Browns fan, but favorite team, you know, I'm not one of those fans that believes in having more than one favorite team. I think you can enjoy other teams, and I would like to enjoy to see Cleveland not be terrible. I'd like to see them develop into an actual team that's competent and can compete. So, yeah. I really like the last time they were actually good is when they had Peyton Hillis running over people, and I love that shit as a white running back. Post forced as a child, but like it as an adult. Edgy! Oh my god, woof. Turn that, come on. Think about getting into college football and live in the MD area. What the fuck is MD? Is that Maryland? MD? The pins aren't that good. The terrapins aren't that good. I don't know if you want to, like... people, I've actually got to ask that question before. Like, what... I can only give you the opinion of teams that I hate. Don't go for Alabama. Don't go for Ohio State. Those are probably the two big ones to avoid. If you want to jump on a bandwagon, it's probably not too late to jump on the Washington Huskies bandwagon. But I think a team with upside that would be exciting as hell to watch, and I think they're really good at... They might not be instantly good, but I think in a couple years will be Baylor. I love the hire of Matt Rule. They got Temple's head coach. Really, they're going to be a really good program, and they're always exciting to watch. Maybe not so much with Rule, because they used to be the air raid team that put up like 50 points a game. But Baylor, you get a little bit of everything with Baylor. You get exciting offense. Hopefully now with Rule, you have exciting defense, good play defense, and they're not near. No one's as crazy as Oregon in terms of coming with crazy jerseys, but Baylor has some pretty good unis. Thoughts on Van Persie? I was at the jumping volley game, still maintaining himself as shit. Again, fuck that guy for leaving. He was really good when he was at Arsenal, even though he's made of glass. Him, Nasri, Fucking Clichy, Fabregas can all suck a dick. What sports are you not good at? I was never really good at basketball. Good at hockey. Well, good is relative. I would say I was, for someone that didn't really ever play hockey, I was average, above average at hockey. Decent at baseball. You probably, debatably, the best were in my city at soccer at one point. I had scouts and stuff. Really good at football. The only sport I'd say like I actually suck at is basketball. Tennis, maybe. Tennis is fucking hard, though. You know, it's easy to rip on tennis because it's not really like that hard of a sport. But it's fucking hard. I play center and absolutely hate it. Yeah, if you're fucking... I don't know what your size is, but if you're a center, man, like maybe transition to a fullback or D tackle. Get more in the action. But also, if you can become a good center, center is 100%. Oh my God. Center is one of those positions, you become a good center, really, if you're allowed to know, you assume you're a young guy, really easy to stand out through recruiting and stuff. Not a lot of people want to play center, so you dedicate yourself to becoming a good center, hit the weight room, you'll go somewhere. It's not like, holy shit, there's a bunch of 5-star centers coming out. Do a fumble-rooski. Tell your coach to run a goddamn fumble-rooski. Baylor should ban their program thanks to Art Bras. They probably should, but I hope not, because Matt Rule is a tremendous head coach. Do you watch or follow the MLS, and you think I'll ever get big enough people to give a shit? I love watching the MLS. Toronto FC is my team. Big enough? Maybe. I think it's on their way there. Oh, this guy's spamming. The blister. That's your fucking... Well, this guy. It's an illegal play. The Brister there had his goddamn fucking photo image there. Hopefully that's not you playing there, Twiggy. The hell do you play? Special teams? Water boy? It's an illegal play now. Oh. La-di-da. Too fancy, I guess. Scram. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's banned. People that spam shit, I hate that. Worst is people when they try to, like, plug their channel. Sub me, guys. Sub me. That is something that's pretty common. Wrestlers that play center. Little known fact, a wrestler named Vader was like, you know, he's a pretty popular wrestler back in the day. He was a fucking, like, all-pro center. But yeah, center seems like a natural position. But if you're a wrestler, you're probably good using your hands. Same can be said defensive lineman if you want to, you know, have something a little bit more exciting. There we go. 10-7. Let's get it. Not a soccer fan, but is Altidore still on trial? Yes, he is. He's doing pretty good. Thoughts on Bradley Wright Phillips? He played for Charlton. Ooh, Charlton. They've kind of fallen down a little bit in the last couple years. Who the fuck? There's a dude on Charlton back in the day. That was back when they were in like the Premier League. They had like a guy from like Denmark or something. Scott Parker? I remember Scott Parker was at Charlton. Oh, Bradley Phillips, though, he's clinical. He's one of the more clinical strikers in the MLS. Nothing flashy about him. Scott Parker was at Charlton. Goldberg played linebacker. Yes. But who the fuck was that guy at Charlton? I think he was Dutch. Or Denmark or something like that. I think he was like attacking mid. He was good. That was like when I first started getting into soccer. Like watching it. Football was when Charlton were still there. To this day, Charlton's still one of those teams when you want to take a lower league club. I consider it. All right. Let's go Niles Paul. Oh, wide open. Oh my God, what a bad throw. Okay. Remember that Darren Bent? Or Darren Bent was at Charlton? Yeah, Bugera. I think Bugera was another one. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. All right, let's go. 3rd and 9, baby. Oh, but he leads Irvin Fryer for that touchdown. Get it. Let's get it. I think we might be able to sim this one up here a little bit. Come on. All right, we'll pick up here on 3rd down. Thoughts on Joe Williams from Utah? I'll be a little bit. I don't know what the reason he retired at Utah, and then he came back, and he played fairly well for limited stats. But I'll be kind of worried about like his desire to play. All right, looks like this game's over. 31-14. I think that's Super Bowl bound. QB for your team 6'6" is like a stick. At least, hopefully he's not mobile. Make it a little bit easier if he stands in the pocket. All right, rocking and rolling. Let's go. We go on to the Super Bowl. Great googly moogly. $5'10", $225. That's about the same size I was in high school. Played running back, though. Little linebacker. Just fucking jack motherfuckers up. Tape, fucking, go old school. Take a goddamn piece of steel and put it in your forearm, then use athletic tape and use that as like a fucking battering ram. 1970 Raiders style. So that I would do if I played linebacker. Thoughts on Jordan Westerkamp? Probably could be, he's the kind of guy like, not to be token. Patriots, Packers would probably benefit from having a guy like that. Solid hands, good route running. Has a couple spectacular catches to his name. Tough to see Eagles first round, but how do you feel about that corner? Sidney Jones? Sidney Jones was my top corner before he got hurt over Marshawn Lattimore. So if he comes back healthy, there is a lot of chatter right now that they're going to shut him down for the whole season, which would suck. But if he comes back next year 100% healthy, it's worth it. Pretty much only blitz. There you go. That's all I give a shit about. Let the goddamn safeties come down and cover. Got a couple beast linebackers in the chat. There you go. Do you think Sanchez will leave Arsenal? I fucking hope not. Let's rock and roll here for the playoffs, boys, to get the Super Bowl. All right, Niles Paul has been a superstar for us, so see if he wants to pull in. Oh, and this is the last stream we had going against Washington, which is AKA the Florida State Legends. Oh shit, 3rd down. Let's go bench. Boom. Quincy Enunwa. Get you some. Beating Antonio Cromartie off the line. Favorite superhero? Deadpool. Don't watch. I'm not really big into that junk anyways, to be honest with you. Not a big fantasy guy. Live my fantasies throughout my connected franchise modes. That's enough for me. As literally, once again, haven't touched the field since it was 7-0. Now it's 14-21. Excellent. Oh, fit that in. Oh, that's a late hit. Ramadan. There you go. That's who I was thinking of. Ramadan. There you go. That was driving me nuts. I couldn't think of it. There we go. Bombs, if you have shit all on your team, then that's easy for you to stand out. That's the way I'd look at it. Goddamn Papa C4 here giving you life lessons. If you're a strong safety in high school, probably want to be floating around like 180, maybe. Wait till you go to like a serious strength and conditioning program to bulk up, or else you're going to do it wrong. It's going to fuck with your joints. You ever watch Jay Millaflow? I have no idea who that is. Is that a YouTuber? I assume it's a YouTuber. Is it Obi Melifonwu's YouTube channel? C4 special to Amon Green. Dad'd come and me wanna go home. I've never heard of him. Wonder if he's cool. I don't know. No idea. Oh my god. This Florida State team's unstoppable. You ever see the picture of Bo Scarborough in high school? Yes, I did, and that's terrifying. How's that kid not drug tested? Put it this way. I was drug tested in high school. Never looked like that. I didn't know. I knew whatever the fuck Illuminor was. I didn't know what Melifonwu was. That's cool. To go along with Jay Jai. I think he's actually an Arsenal fan. He's a Mutt YouTuber, 60k subs. Is he cool or is he just fucking your typical Mutt YouTuber? Must be doing something right, man. He got double my subs almost. Jesus. Jesus. Who's winning the Super Bowl this year? Probably the Patriots. Patriots or Packers is my guess. A Mutt tuber. That's hilarious. He's a Mutt tuber. Zaman Green gets in to tie this ball game at 35. Worse than typical. Ooh. Yikes. Worse than a typical Mutt YouTuber. That kind of sucks. He's an Eagles fan. Does he do Eagles videos, though? Because if he doesn't make Eagles videos, then fuck that guy. If you're an Eagles fan, you don't talk about the Eagles. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to like you. This is a tremendous platform to drown out the EDP nonsense that's constantly the most popular and most searched. Whoa. He doesn't like the Eagles like I like the Eagles. How much weight should Lamar Jackson weigh? Whew, 10 pounds at least. You gotta be like at least RG3 220 to have any durability. He's so loud, obnoxious. Does that mean that he's ethnic? I guess that's probably the best way I can put it. Is he ethnic? That's usually what they're about. Ethnic can mean anything. He could be Asian for all I know, but it's just, he might be ethnic. Thoughts on your boy Savage? No idea who that is either. Literally, I don't know people. Mr. Hurricane. He's cool. Oh my god, let's go Amon Green. Pretty sad I didn't get exposed to American football earlier. Only interested in the past 2-3 years. I'm 18 now. Same kind of deal, man, for me. Like, I didn't get exposed to, obviously I was exposed to football, but I was never exposed to having an opportunity to play football. I was 17. My high school got a football team my senior year. So, I didn't have an opportunity to play. I wish I did. Would have tried to go to America or something like that. But, at least you get, there's, European stuff. He's streaming right now. Oh, that's probably why I'm not getting any goddamn viewers. My fucking subs are watching Jamel Flow. Wow. Shed a tear. Pour it out for all the guys that are, I assume, maybe that NBA basket. I don't know. Soccer's easy yet hard to play. Soccer is all about fitness. If you can be that guy that just is like an engine that can just run, you're gonna be better than most of the people. All right, let's let this roll. Let's get this victory. Let's get this dub. Thinking Eagles try to trade for a Bengals running back. I could actually see them trying to trade for Jeremy Hill. But again, then you get into a Timmy Jernigan situation where he's on his last year and it's going to be a free agent they have to pay. That'd be a little bit weird. Lost and Unbound needs to... What's that guy? Is he a Madden guy? Oh, rest in peace. It's a big old fucking hit. He's all about MUT and online play. Thanks, man. I'm glad. That's what I strive to be. It's a little bit different. But I do understand that if next year I become a MUT YouTuber, I'll probably get like 70,000 subs, and it'd be very nice. But I don't think I will. There's a 2% chance that that would ever happen. Let's get this goddamn touchdown. Oh, let's go, Rodgers. Back of the end zone. Ooh, risky, risky, risky. You'd be fine with Pumphrey and Clement. They're capable of carrying the load. Well, there's a reason why Corey Clement went undrafted. And that's risky. They're going to have to fucking... They're going to have to earn it. Oh, my God. Oh, stay up. I want to see more of the Eagles take the franchise mode. Yeah, now that draft's done, like I said, we're going to be progressive. You're going to see, hopefully, two a week. Now the draft's all settled down. Is it cringy to say someone's your favorite YouTuber? No. I think it's kind of cringy for a YouTuber to say someone's your favorite YouTuber because it just sounds like a circle jerk. If you're not, you're just a fan or you enjoy someone's content, no, whatever. You like who you like. And of course, we're losing by 1. Can we spam fuck EDP? I would give everyone... You could totally go on ETP's video and tell them to check out my channel if that's spam fucking. I would give you my good graces that just because I hate that guy. Titans make the playoffs next year? Certainly. Depends on the health of Marcus Mariota, though. Oh, now it's Paul. There we go. Oh, shit, we got no timeouts. Got to get in field goal range. You know they're going to try to fuck us with the wonky camera angle. Oh, I thought you meant you guys were going to go spam his channel. Oh. Oh! So you go spam his channel. Alright, let's get this shit. We're already in field goal range, but I still want to air it out. Even though I am the self-proclaimed best kicker on YouTube, things could get a little risky. Oh yeah, I forget I'm the Patriots. I kept thinking we're the fucking Redskins. Oh, so the field goal will win it. Hells yeah. Those of you saying you're behind, there is a delay. I don't think it's supposed to be 40 seconds though. I think it's supposed to be like a 15-second delay. Kind of fucks up when I want to end the videos. There we go. Burn a timeout. And we're going to win the goddamn Super Bowl. 51-49. The Nebraska Huskers get it done. Look at that. And that is a perfect spot to end up the live stream. So thank you guys for tuning in for the Nebraska Huskers. Hopefully at some point this weekend, perhaps, we will do the USC because I am trying to finish this series up as soon as possible. USC is number 6, and then we're down to the top 5 teams. All you need to do is follow me on Twitter at beastmode_TV for all the updates for when I live stream. Hopefully, maybe Saturday afternoon, we'll see another live stream. I can't guarantee that. But thank you guys all for tuning in, your continued support, and I will catch you guys on the next one.